Howdy doody, y'all. It's Macy here with another affirmation meditation. You know what? I am in a very, which we all are, right? Everybody is in this space of just really, and I say everybody, but I think that the opportunity is being presented to every single individual, right? This opportunity to transcend and transform and transmute, right, in a way that we've never done before. And so I have been having the last, the last month or so, I've really been in my head, super heavy, have been in my head. And it was so necessary, right, for me to be in my head. It was so necessary because it led me to this moment that I'm in right now where I'm realizing that, which I've realized before, but it's really just now hitting me oh, this shit is on me. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, this shit is on me. And whenever we go with some of our needs being neglected from, maybe throughout childhood, some of our needs were neglected, or, yeah. And so then we become adults, and there are our needs are still being neglected. But then, for me, it was in 2015 when I realized, yo, this is on me. And that's whenever I consciously decided to really dive into myself. And now here I am 5 years later, and I'm like, oh, yo, this shit really is on me. And it's just incredible because, like I was saying, we're all being presented with this same opportunity. And the thing is, it's we're being asked to shift our focus away from the everyday routine that we got so stuck in that caused us to forget about ourselves. And so as we are all collectively experiencing the pandemic, that's the energy that's present, and that's available for us to step into, is looking at this, oh shit, right? Some people have not been, you know, working, I would say, corporate full-time jobs for quite some time, but the routine that we get stuck in is having to go to someplace else or to somebody else to figure out how we are going to survive, right? So living in survival mode. And it's realizing, while even still being at those places, because I still have my job and I'm very grateful that I still have my job, but it's still being there and seeing that, okay, I have this job, but I don't need this job to survive, because that's what I've been doing, right? I've been working there because it is a way for me to survive. It's a way for me to pay my bills. It's a way for me to take care of myself, right? But that's why I was doing it. That's why I was in it. That's why I'm, you know, because that's the motivation. I have to take care of myself. But now we're being presented with this opportunity, many people who have lost their jobs, and it's hard for people to hear that this is an opportunity. It's hard for people to hear that this pandemic is presenting itself as an opportunity. And I get it. 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 I get that it's hard to have that perspective, because whenever pandemics happen, or whenever circumstances happen, not even pandemics, but just on an individual level, when things like this happen, our typical response is panic. Our typical response is stress and fear and anxiety. And so God is saying there's another way to approach what's happening. grieve the old ways, yes, but then also move on. I don't really go to church. I'm not really immersed in religion anymore, but I still read the Bible. I still remember, scriptures and things like that. And this makes me think of Jesus telling the man who said he had to go back and bury his father, Jesus telling him, let the dead bury the dead. Like, okay, things are going to happen. People are going to die. Pandemics are going to take place. Sicknesses are going to come throughout the land. Are you going to stop that? Are you going to allow that to stop you from living? Because that's basically, right? People are not. So, are you going to allow that to stop you from living? Are we going to allow things like this to stop us from living? And its purpose, the purpose of the pandemic is to help us to see that, okay, this is how I was living. Maybe there's another way. Maybe there's another way that feels better than the way that I was going. So it's such a great opportunity. It's such a great opportunity for expansion and manifesting and moving into just play. Something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time is go to yoga school. I've been wanting to go to yoga school for a very long time, hence the affirmation. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement, and we can even change it to say, now is the time for me to implement the vision that is being revealed to me, the vision that has been revealed to me for my life. Now is the time for me to implement that. So I was saying yoga school is something that I have been wanting to do for a very long time. And there's an opportunity to do an online yoga teacher training program. And I'm like, oh yeah. So what did I do? I paid the deposit, right? I paid the deposit. Why? Because that is the vision that was given to me many years ago. I've been talking about it for years. And so my spirit was like, honey, are you going to keep talking about it or are you going to implement it? And it's like, well, in order to implement it, I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to pay this and I have to, just those responding to the call, how I'm used to responding to the call, which is with excuses, right? Because that's really what that is, excuses. I don't have the money right now or blah, blah, blah right now. But no, I decided to go ahead and pay the deposit for the program. That's all I had to worry about today, right? Because in about 30 days, I'll have to make that first payment. But I'm not worried about 30 days from now. I'm worried about right now. And right now, I'm being called to implement the vision that is being revealed to me. And right now, God made it available to me. God made the deposit, the amount for the deposit available to me through my job that I'm still very grateful to have. Right? And so let's just sit with this affirmation. I'm going to repeat it over us. And you'll be seated in a seated position. And at first, we're going to have our hands in prayer position, our thumbs pressing into our chest, feeling our hearts beat. And we'll take a deep breath in through our nose together. And then we'll exhale out through the mouth. And you'll breathe in and out through your mouth, in and out through your mouth, while I am repeating the affirmation over us. If you would like to repeat the affirmation, feel free. The affirmation is, now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. So go ahead, take deep breath in through your mouth and out through your mouth. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold the breath. And then exhale out through your mouth. Now you'll take your hands, you'll leave them in prayer position, and you'll put your thumbs on your third eye space. So the space in between your brows, you'll take your thumbs there and you'll rest your hands there. And you'll breathe in and out through your nose while I continue to repeat the affirmation over us. We'll all take the first deep breath together in through our nose. Hold the breath. Relax your body. And then exhale out through the nose. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. Take a deep breath in through your nose and then gently exhale it out through your nose. Release your hands down. Now is the time for me to implement what is being revealed to me. The thing to remember is that, especially whenever it comes to our innermost desires and when it comes to the desires of our heart, the thing to remember is that and resources are always available, because sometimes we don't move forward in things because we believe that we lack the resources we need to move forward in doing something. And that holds a lot of us back. The truth is that you have all of the resources you need. That's another affirmation. I have all of the resources I need to implement what is being revealed to me. I have all the resources I need to implement what is being revealed to me. I have all the resources I need to implement what is being revealed to me. There's not a tool that I lack. There is not a bit of information or knowledge that I lack. There is not a bit of support that I lack. I have it all. Everything that I need, every resource that I need to begin to implement what is being revealed to me, I have. It is all available to me right now. Earlier, I was saying that, I paid the deposit for yoga school and the first payment is due in 30 days, and I'm not going to allow myself to think about it. And I'm not. And again, it's going back to Jesus saying, allow tomorrow to worry about itself. So that payment that's due on whatever the date is, that payment is worrying about itself, right? I don't have to worry about that payment. I just have to begin to implement what is being revealed to me. And this has been revealed to me for quite some time. And so, am I going to continue to ignore it? No, I'm not. Because now is the time to implement what is being revealed to me. Now is all I have. So tomorrow can worry about itself. I am centered on, focused on, grounded in what I have available to me right now. I have all the resources I need to implement what is being revealed to me. And so do you. Sometimes it doesn't, whatever it is that we're being asked to implement doesn't even involve money. Pay attention, pay attention. We have to pay attention. We have to be aware of what is the vision, what is implementing it actually involve. Because sometimes we are afraid we don't have something that it takes to implement the vision, because we think that this is what it takes to implement the vision when really it requires something else. Anyway, my friends, thank you so much for being here with me, for listening to this meditation. I really appreciate it. I hope that it was helpful, and it was just a small moment of meditation, but I hope that the words were helpful. I hope that the affirmation, which you have 2 affirmations that you can work with now, I hope that the affirmations resonated and that they were helpful. I just think that we are in this is such a great time to be alive, and sometimes I fucking forget that, man. I fucking forget that myself, that this is a great time to be alive. And before the pandemic, right? Before the pandemic, I was struggling with really being okay with this. This is such a great time to be alive. It's okay to be alive and to live and to thrive and to manifest, right? And to um, do the things that I want to do that make me feel good, that resonate with my heart, that I don't have to live in the way that everybody else is living, or that is that everyone says we're supposed to live in, right? I can do this in a way that makes sense to me. There isn't one way. And that I'm really grateful to just be aware of that, and to be aware of the fact that I was holding on to like old belief patterns, and to old beliefs and thought patterns of thought that said I had to live a certain way. And letting those go is it's a consistent practice. So anyway, if this resonated with you, please leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts, and we can chat it up. Talk to y'all later.